Guys, are y'all wanting to just indulge just a little bit? Have I got the brownie recipe for you? Okay, let's get started with these wonderful brownies. We got 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to put in 2 cups of sugar. We're going to put in about 2 1/2 tablespoons of baking cocoa. It's going to be really chocolatey and so good. I won't forget my baking powder. That was 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to stir our dry ingredients up and we're going to set it to the side. We're going to be using a 9 by 13 pan. If you want a little thicker brownie, you can use a smaller pan, but I'm going to use a 9 by 13. I don't like my brownies too thick. I've made me a double boiler back here, and in my glass bowl I've got 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and I've got 12 ounces chopped up of semi-sweet chocolate. If you don't have the baker's chocolate like this, you can use semi-sweet chocolate chips, but each square is 4 ounces, and I've got 12 ounces. So I'll just top that up and put that in there, and just let that melt. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons, and you can even put as much as 3 teaspoons of instant espresso powder. 2 teaspoons is about right for me. This stuff brings brownies over the top. I can't remember where I got this, but I'll look and see. I may have got it off Amazon and ordered it, I'm not sure. So just stir it, and you don't want to cook it. You just want to keep it stirred and leave it on the heat long enough for your butter to melt and your chocolate to melt. And then you want to take it off the heat once it's all melted and come together, and let it come to room temperature, because you don't want to mix it in with the rest of your ingredients, especially your eggs, while it says hot. Our chocolate mixture is at room temperature now, and we're just going to mix it in with all of our dry ingredients. This is why it's a double chocolate brownie, between your cocoa and your chocolate mixture. Just try to get that. I'm just going to try to incorporate this just a little bit before I put my eggs and vanilla in. And I've got 3 beaten eggs. And just slowly try to stir them in. I think I'm going to get a different rubber spatula. It might be a bigger one. Now, the one thing about brownies, you don't have to beat them. You don't have to just absolutely stir them to death. You just want to get everything incorporated pretty good. You just don't want to overmix it. It makes a really pretty batter, smooth, chocolatey. I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then just stir that in good. Now at this point you can throw in some more chocolate chunks. You can put in some more chocolate chips, anything like that. I'm going to throw in some English walnuts because I've got some in the freezer that I really have got to start using and getting rid of. And I'm just going to kind of fold them in. You know, if you're ever just wanting chocolate, you just have that indulgence of wanting something chocolate. To me, brownies just really hit the spot. Now, I've got my 9x13 pan here, and I've got parchment paper in it. Whenever I make brownies, I like to use parchment paper because I can just bring them brownies right out of that pan. You can use, if you want a thicker brownie, I do know that I have some square 9x9 baking pans and some 8x8. I'm afraid 8x8 may be too small. You just have to cook it maybe a little bit longer, bake it, because they're going to be so thick. But we kind of like a thinner brownie, but that's just up to you. You make it how you like it. Just get it spread out good, as evenly as you can. Don't have to be perfect. We just love good brownies. And I've ate a lot of store-bought brownie mixes, and I do keep them for emergencies. But to me, there's just no brownie is as good as a homemade brownie. And these are just really, really good. Okay, the brownies are out of the oven. It took about 37 minutes for them to come out toothpick clean before they really got done good. They're about 1/2 inch thick. That's about the way we like them. And we're going to plate some up and have Mr. Brown try them. Okay, we heated our brownies up just a little bit. We're going to put just a little bit of ice cream. And we might even pour a little bit of caramel sauce over that. Now let's let Mr. Brown taste it.
So you want me to taste this?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about that. Let's take another bite.
Is it not no good?
It's delicious.
It's delicious. Okay, everybody, y'all have to try this recipe. It's a really good brownie recipe. We love y'all, and we'll see you next time.